In today's vlog, I go to a place called Cock, I climb a very scary viewing tower, and I eat something that looks very much like flan but isn't.
Good morning! What a start to the day here in Brazil. It was absolutely chucking it down. The time is just after 10 p.m. 10 a.m. rather. It was pouring rain, strong wind, and I decided to come out for a wee run to start the day. Check the state of this. Here's my thinking, right? It's 25 degrees Celsius today. It's pissing the rain, right? But it's 25 degrees Celsius. So if I can't go out for a run today here in Brazil, how am I ever going to run in Scotland? Actually, thinking about it, I'm really glad and pleased that I went when I did, because I don't know if you can see there behind me, but the sky is opening up and the weather forecast said it will open up. And what tends to happen here in Brazil is after it rains and the sun comes out, especially in the summer, you'll get this intense humidity, like being in a sauna. And I definitely could not run in that. My Scottish stamina and blood and skin and whatever just would not be able to take that. So I'm glad I went running when I did. Anyway, today might be a really good day because we're hoping to take a wee drive to a city that I've never been to before. We were just waiting for the weather to clear, which it has. So I'm going to go home, take a shower, and then we're going on a road trip. Great to take you along with me. Great to see you here. Thanks for joining in. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. And hit the thumbs up button.
From Itapema, where I've been staying for the past few weeks, Florianopolis is about an hour's ride south, down one of the country's busiest freeways. We passed a place called Portobello on the way, which is the same name as my neighbourhood in Edinburgh. This made me feel momentarily homesick, but then I remembered it's winter in Edinburgh, and it's snowing, and I was content once again.
So we had quite a lot of traffic on the way here to Florianopolis, but we've arrived, kind of. We're all pretty hungry, so the first thing we're doing is going to get some food. There's a buffet self-service place up here. I don't know if it's good or not. We just, like, the first place we could find, literally. I'm not supposed to eat this with my hand, to be honest. This is a bolinho de peixe, which is like a fish ball. It's like a fish cake, to be honest, more like that. And it's got some prawns and some vegetables in it. Let's see. Wow. I've just spotted something out in the garden there, down there where my finger is, which is a bit weird. Leopard paws aside, and I'm assuming that is a teddy of a leopard paw, not a real leopard paw. The food was not bad. Self-service here in Brazil is like a buffet where you take what you want and then you weigh it and then you pay for it. It's quite a posh one. Yeah, I love the Portuguese tiles they have here in Brazil. I don't love them so much in Portugal because they're very slippy. But here where we are, when it's dry, they're quite nice. Do all sorts of funny designs and patterns with them. Very famous about the Copacabana beach in Rio, obviously, but in different parts of Brazil they do it as well, like here. Alright, so we're here in downtown Florianopolis, right by the beach on the coast. The city centre is pretty much just over there behind us. But I'm not sure that we're going to have much time to go and have a look for it because it took a lot longer to get here than we thought. The sun's come out, it's a beautiful day, and it was nice to come here down by the coast and also right close to the city centre to have a wee look. You can see from here it's a very popular place in Brazil to come because it's quite pretty. It's clean, it's organised, it's on the coast, and it is one of those cities that a lot of Brazilians love to come to in the summer.
Florianopolis is the capital city of the state of Santa Catarina, here in the south of Brazil, and it's the second largest city in the state. It has a population of around 500,000 people, and is consistently listed as having the third highest Human Development Index score of all Brazilian cities. It's a popular tourist destination, both for Brazilians and foreigners, especially those from other Latin American countries. Florianopolis is on an island, and people come for its many beaches and beautiful nature reserves. We didn't have much time to spend in Floripa, as it's affectionately known, so we'll need to come back one day. We drove back to Itapema to climb a vantage point we'd been wanting to go and see ever since arriving here.
Have to climb up all these steps to see the view. Apparently it's worth it to come up here because you can see the whole entire city of Itapema. Made it to the top. Must admit I was a wee bit scared there because it's kind of high, a lot higher than I thought. And these barriers are a wee bit fragile looking. They're probably not, it's just my impression. But a great view that way of the mountains and the Atlantic rainforest there behind us. It's very pretty, the ocean there, Atlantic. Then on this side, another part of the city there, and over there is Itapema, where we've been staying for the last 2 weeks almost now. The whole bay of the beach, where I go for a run every night, or every morning rather. My in-law's house is somewhere around here in the back. Cracking view, it goes on for miles this beach. When I run, I start about here, and I run to about there, but it goes on much further all the way around that bay. I absolutely love the lush green forest here in Brazil. This here is part of the Atlantic forest, which is a really small area left of what was once an absolutely enormous rainforest, which would come all the way from the south in Brazil here, all the way up half the side of the country along the coast of the Atlantic. That was a great view up there. I have to admit though, once I got to the top couple of platforms, it doesn't look high from here, but up there I started to feel a wee bit scared. Because I'm not very good with heights, as you guys probably know if you've been watching my videos for a long time. Anyway, me and Teka and our family are going to go for a coffee in this place right here. So you can get some coffee and cakes, because I'm feeling in need of some energy after all that climbing. Not really, I just want some cakes. And also some warm coffee, because you might be surprised by this. It was kind of warm in Florianopolis earlier on, but this wind has come from the south, and as you can probably see from the images, it's clouded over really heavily, and it's actually pretty cold. I'm chilly. I'm not as warm as I have been on this trip so far, but in the south of Brazil like this, it's normal. It gets cold. Anyway, let's go and get a coffee. Not a bad place to have a coffee in it. Up here and then looking over the view of the beach. Tell you what, it's pretty cold here though. Ah, pals. This here is pão de queijo. It's a difficult word for me to say, pão de queijo. But it's like bread, it's the same texture of bread, soft bread, but made of cheese. It's really hard to explain because it's not something that anywhere outside of Brazil has, but it is delicious. If you like bread and you like a kind of cheesy flavour to bread, you'll like this.
You put little hearts on it.
Mm-hmm.
As well as a coffee, pão de queijo and corn cake, I want you to try a pudim, a popular Brazilian dessert that looks like flan but isn't.
Como é que se explica o que é pudim?
How do I explain? Egg,
Condensed milk.
condensed milk.
And there's different flavors sometimes, but
I think you can actually find this in other places. I've seen it before. In Portugal you have it. Pudim is a Brazilian dessert which is basically just condensed milk, eggs. What else do you say?
o que mais que tem no pudim? Leite condensado, ovo, açúcar e leite.
Leite, milk. It's like a milk dessert. They're really good. I have seen it in other places in the world before, like Portugal, but here in Brazil they are very good and very sweet. First experience of going into the supermarket here in the south of Brazil. This place here, if I was reading that, I would say coch, but they pronounce it here cock, cocky, which is a bit of a rude word in English.
People who watch my YouTube channel always ask me to visit supermarkets when I travel. It's a bit of a weird fetish, but I totally get it. I love visiting supermarkets when I travel as well. I feel a bit weird filming inside this cock, but I'll definitely return to another Brazilian supermarket and try to make a more comprehensive video before I come home.
Alright, we've left the Cock supermarket just to get a few bits and pieces. We're going to make like hot dogs at home tonight. We're not going to go out. I love seeing a Brazilian supermarket, so there's so many different things in them. They have so many different products that we don't have in the UK, or most places I've seen. It's all quite unique. We'd love to go through the supermarket properly and show you all the different things one day, because it's quite interesting. Brazilian supermarket, a lot of the stuff we do have in the UK and probably the Americas as well. It's quite familiar, but a lot of different things as well.